Okay, we've got a green light now, so the car's going to have to go straight and reroute. If it tries to make a right here, I will take over. We've got a stop sign with crossing guards here now. Hey, what's up, everybody? We're at the Circus again, starting off. It's Friday night in Las Vegas on the Strip, and we're going to test out FSD 12.5.1.1. 12.5.1.3 just came out today to a select few and early testers. So I don't have that version yet, but it's Friday, and we're going to put it through the ringer anyways. First off, we're going to head down to Caesar's Palace. Take me to Caesar's Palace. The latest version 12.5.1.3 is bringing the summer release in with it to the 12.5 releases. We've got an unprotected left here. Traffic, we should be able to go after these two vehicles. Perfect. The car smoothly slowed down for that vehicle doing a illegal U-turn in front of us. Okay, we've got a car pushing in right here. The car slowed down, let him in. And now we'll be making a left turn onto Frank Sinatra Drive. That was really smooth. The car immediately moved over into the left turn lane, or the left lane, as we have a left turn coming up ahead. Okay, we've made it to Caesar's Palace. We're pulling in on the back end from the strip. I'm going to go ahead and end our trip shortly. We're pulling up to a speed hump. The car is slowing down to 9 miles per hour, which is a perfect speed for that speed hump. We've got a stop sign with crossing guards here now. I have my foot over the pedal, but I'm not touching anything. The car is obeying the traffic controller here. Okay, and they're waving us through, and the car proceeds. All right, now I'm going to end the trip, and the next stop we'll take is the Sphere. Take me to the Sphere. Take me to the Sphere. Okay, the car needs to get over to the left more. It was kind of hogging the center of the lane there, but it did self-correct once it noticed there are 2 lanes in this area. The car let in a cab that was coming in from the left. It saw it coming and held off. That was really good. Coming to a complete stop, and then we'll be proceeding forward after this vehicle. I'm not sure if we can get into this right turn lane, so we will see if the car reroutes or what the car does here. Okay, it looks like the car has decided to go around that last vehicle and Now it is trying to get to the right. You see our navigation has us going to the right. It's leaving a large gap in front of us though. I think in this situation it should reroute to the left instead of trying to squeeze into this right turn lane. I don't know if we'll make it in there. We'll have to see if we get a gap. If the traffic in front of us starts moving forward, I would imagine the car will obey the left turn lane and just proceed and make a left turn, and then we will reroute. But we'll have to see how this plays out. Okay, we've got a green light now, so the car's going to have to go straight and reroute. If it tries to make a right here, I will take over. And yeah, it attempted to make a right there, so I had to disengage and go ahead and proceed through, make a left turn. Attempting to make a right, illegal right turn. Okay, now you can see that we've rerouted. So that's a scenario where the car needs to be smart enough to realize that from its current lane that is a left turn only lane, it can only turn left, and we'll need to reroute a lot sooner. It did a really good job. For a second there, I really thought it was going to be able to find a gap and get into that right turn lane. It was doing a really good job there. But yeah, just messed up last second there by trying to make that right turn from a left turn only lane. Okay, it looks like we're moving around traffic here. We will need to get back over to the right soon. So it did a really good job there not getting us stuck behind all these vehicles that are turning right into the Venetian. So that was really good. Okay, the car was courteous and let this vehicle in that had their turn signal on. And now we're turning right onto Sands Avenue and heading towards the Sphere. Okay, the car started to brake there as there was a vehicle that looked like it was going to pull out into our lane. So it did a good job at being cautious to make sure that we did not run into them. Okay, we've got the lane closed up ahead. It sees that right away and merges over. And it looks like they may have this, I'm not sure if they have this closed off or no, it looks like it's open. So we can turn right here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and end our trip, and the next destination we'll pick is the Luxor. Take me to the Luxor. Let's see what options we have here. I don't want to get on the freeway. I believe, let's see what this route is. Okay, we're fully stopping for the stop sign. This guy's going to wave us through, but the car legally has to go. Okay? The car legally has to go to a complete stop. We've got another guy waving us on here. Let's see if the car goes with him waving. It's not, so I'm pressing the pedal. So that's a situation where the traffic controller actually stopped the car from going by holding his light out in front of the car. So we've got one disengagement so far for that getting stuck coming out of Caesar's Palace, trying to make that right turn from the left turn lane, and then one intervention right there as we're exiting the sphere. There's a traffic controller waving us to go through at a stop sign, and because he's standing close to in front of our car just holding the light out, I think it confused the car and made it not go. So I tapped the accelerator pedal. Okay, we should be clear now if it wants to go. Okay, we can make a right turn on red here, but we need to be cautious of these pedestrians, especially if one of these lights turns green, like right now. And the car went ahead and stopped for the pedestrian crossing the street. That was handled perfectly. Okay, it looks like the car is wanting to get into the left lane just to be safe from this bus stopping in front of us. And now we're moving back over into the right lane as we have a right turn up ahead on Tropicana Avenue. Okay, the car handled that really well. We got into the right turn only lane, which is coned off here, and we had another Tesla Model Y trying to escape that. Okay, this is a yield. We probably should have pulled up a little bit further to yield there instead of stopping as far back, but did not need to intervene and was handled really smoothly. Now we're making a left turn onto Las Vegas Boulevard. This is strange. The navigation has us going straight through this light, but we are making, it looks like we will be making a right turn here at this light. At least I hope that's what the car does, because we cannot pull through straight here. We've also got pedestrians walking through, so we'll need to be mindful of them. Let's see if the car attempts to creep forward to make a right turn on red. It doesn't seem to be. We may get honked at here. So we'll see what the car does. I'll let this play out unless we get beeped out too much from behind. It's kind of like inching forward, but not making a decision. Okay, we've got the green light now. We've got pedestrians, but it does look like the car is making a right, so that's a good decision since we are in the right turn only lane. And I will go ahead and end our trip again here. Take me to the Flamingo. The car is handling these speed bumps really well. Okay, it looks like the car is going to attempt to do a U-turn here, which I cannot let it do. We've got pedestrians crossing by. So let's see what it does. If it tries to make this U-turn, I will intervene. But if it goes straight, it handled that person cutting the line. But yeah, it looks like it's trying to turn there, which is an exit only. So I will re-engage right here. Okay, we should be able to do a U-turn through this drop-off zone, so this should be fine. I think the car just got confused at where it could turn back there. Okay. I'm disengaging. We need to be pulling into the pass-through lane here. Not going into pass-through lane. There was a tight squeeze there. So the car slowed down, but we had plenty of room on each side. Okay, here's another navigation error. It looks like we are in a right turn only lane, and navigation has us going straight through this light. We also have an emergency vehicle coming from the right that we need to watch for. Okay, it seems like right turn on red is not happening on tonight, which is a new behavior. Typically the car will always make a right turn on red if clear. It's inching forward, but it's not deciding to creep and actually make a right. And I also don't know if this is due to the navigational error, because it does have us going straight at this light instead of making a right turn. Which if it tries to go straight, I will take over and force the car to do a right turn. Okay, the car waited for the pedestrian and also made a right turn since we were in the right turn only lane and has rerouted on the navigation. So that was perfectly handled, unlike the situation at Caesar's Palace. Okay, let's see if I can add us a pin. Here. Okay, let's see if we can do a U-turn here and then head down Las Vegas Boulevard down by the Bellagio fountains, and then we'll just try to continue on Las Vegas Boulevard for a while and see how the vehicle handles the traffic. Okay, that was a late yellow. The car broke pretty hard there. It probably could have shaved off a second off of that reaction time to brake to make that braking smoother, but it did get us stopped in front of this crosswalk, so it did a good job. There were no vehicles behind us. If we had a vehicle on our tail, it probably should have made the decision just to go through, even though it was a really late yellow. There's the Hard Rock Cafe on the right. In Ross. Everybody's looking to shop at Ross in Las Vegas. Head down to the Strip. Okay, I'm going to end our trip here. So we should just continue straight. For a while, we'll see how it handles Las Vegas Boulevard going straight with the traffic. Okay, we've got a vehicle in front of us making an illegal right turn. Okay, being very cautious around these emergency vehicles on the right. Did that very well. Okay, we've got a vehicle blocking the lane up ahead, so the car is preemptively getting over into the left lane, in the middle lane, I mean. Handled that really well, just how I would have done that. Okay, the car braked right there for the vehicle pulling out into traffic that was moving. So even though that van was doing what it wasn't supposed to be doing, the car handled it well to make sure that we did not get into an accident. Right. That was, I didn't intervene at all. That was very strange. It looked like it was about to go into the left lane without a turn signal, and then was really slow to brake for the vehicle in front of us. All right, I'm going to give us one last destination just to get us on the freeway and headed out of here. And then as soon as we're on the freeway, I'm going to go ahead and call it this video. But we did see quite a bit on this drive of areas for improvement due to rerouting issues, as well as some more traffic controller hiccups that the end-to-end network can be trained on. Take me to the Santa Fe Casino. Car did really well slowing down for that vehicle, merging. Vehicle didn't do very well merging, but the car handled it really well. And then we'll be entering I-15 North right here. Okay, the car did a good job safely entering the highway. We've got a vehicle trying to get in front of us. It did a good job at letting them in. And just to recap, we started off at Circus. We drove to the Caesar's Palace, where when we were exiting Caesar's Palace to head towards the Sphere, we ran into a situation with a lot of congestion where the car couldn't get into the right turn lane, and then proceeded in the left turn lane to try to make a right turn, so we did have to disengage there. That's a navigational rerouting issue. From there, the car got us to the Sphere without any interventions. When we were at the Sphere and about to leave, we ran into another traffic controller situation where the traffic controller is standing in front of the car holding out his traffic baton light, and the car would not proceed, so he was basically signaling for us to go, but in a weird way that the car did not understand. It probably just viewed him as somebody that okay, we need to get over now. I'm not sure we'll make it in time. Okay, we did make it. I could see this is another issue with the version 11 highway stack. The vehicle waited too long to prepare to get over for this highway transition, this highway transfer. I wouldn't have let it do it if I didn't see that there was a huge gap of vehicles behind us. But yeah, so as soon as we get version 12 on the highways, which should be coming up, I think in version 12.5.2, but I'm not sure. We'll have to see how it plays out. Anyways, that was another weird situation on the highway. But then back to our trip on the Las Vegas Strip. After we left the Sphere, we ran into that issue with the traffic controller. All I had to do was tap the accelerator pedal to tell the car to proceed. Then from there we drove to the Luxor without any issues. And once we got to the Luxor and rerouted, the vehicle was trying to do a U-turn and through the drop-off area in the exit-only area. So I did have to disengage and tell it to go one more entrance forward. So that was another disengagement. And then from there, we just traveled on the Strip. The car handled everything really well. Got us back onto the freeway. And, woo! All right, I did have to disengage there for a car pulling into our lane right next to us. Vehicle pulling into us in our lane. All right, so yeah, quite a few issues so far on this drive. We'll have to see once version 12.5.1.3 comes to my car, and mainly we'll be testing the highway stack on 12.5.2. But I'll see you all in the next video.